Well, students, we're going to keep working on these optical illusions. We'll be able to finish them up today. I would like you to check to see which ones you have marked. Like this one is white, yellow, white. So this one is my yellow. It has a little mark on it, so I know that I need to outline this, press it on hard, outline that, and fill it in with quite a lot of pressure to get any of the white spots from the paper to disappear. Now, I think that's the last one that I did here. So now I have this one that's been marked. So this one is, this cone here is warm. So this cone here is cool. So it's purple, white. This one's my purple. You can see that I've already outlined it. Always go around the edge, press it on hard just to help you stay inside the line. Once you've done that, then you should press the color on hard. The cool colors take longer to color because they're darker on that white paper. So press it on hard. Sometimes I like to color kind of in this curved line, so then it makes this cone shape look a little more curved. But for the most part, if you press it on hard, it'll cover up any of those white spots. If I have time, I will give you a paintbrush to brush off your paper. Because sometimes if you've been pressing this on hard and I'm coloring it, little pieces of this purple are coming off, and if I rub my hand on it, sometimes that can smear the color. So I can give you a paintbrush if I have time, and you can just brush it off so then you don't get fingerprints on it. But please be responsible with this. Also, if your hands are getting dirty, instead of getting fingerprints on it, just wipe your fingers off, try to keep them clean. Now, all of my warm ones are done, all of my cool ones are done. So the next thing to do, I use this yellow. So I'm going to use a darker yellow, which is really gold, and I'm going to go around these edges to make the edges darker. Press it on hard and go around those. You can see that I did that ahead of time to make some of these go a little faster. I already did that to these. So you can see the edges are gold and the inside is white. So go around and do that. Once you've done that, to all the warm ones. So if you use orange, put a darker orange around it. If you use red, put a darker red around it. Now I'm going to do the cools. I used this purple first. Now I need to pick a darker purple, which is this one. I've done that already to these, even these ones. I put a darker purple around the sides. This is the one that I haven't done. So I'm going to press that on hard around the sides and then shade it in a little more lightly. Do the same thing here. Press it on hard, shade it in a little more lightly. Do that along this edge. Press that on hard. Once you've done that to all of them, so they all match. So all the purples have dark purple around the edges. If you wanted to, you can put a little bit of white into the middle. You don't have to, but that's sometimes a way to lighten up the center. So then, with the yellows, it wouldn't change it too much, but it might change it a little bit with these. But make sure that they all match. So I'm noticing I colored this one the other way, so I should color it this way to make those lines go the same way. And I would just do that in the middle because I want the edges to stay dark. Next, I would take a regular pencil. You can brush it off too before you do this. I've already started this to make this example go faster, but you can see the edges here, I'm making it dark and then I'm getting it lighter and lighter and lighter. So this one I have not done. Dark here, get lighter and lighter and lighter. The goal is not to color the whole box gray. You want a lot of that white in the middle still showing. So dark on the edges, lighter and lighter and lighter. And you just kind of work your way around, dark on the edges, lighter and lighter and lighter. Go to this one, dark on the edges, lighter and lighter and lighter. When you have all those done, you can see I've gone all the way out here, dark on the edges, lighter and lighter and lighter. I've done every single one. The last thing that can kind of help your illusion is on top of that pencil that you did to go back and put the darker color on it. So this one is the yellow and gold. So here I could put some gold just lightly on top of the pencil. And I like to go around this edge too. But we want to make sure that they all match. So I would do that here. Go around this edge and around here, but the middle is going to stay white. Do that here. And we've been pressing the color on hard for most of it, but for this is pretty light, so it just kind of blends in with the pencil. And then this one here. We'll go over here. Just right on top of that pencil. And then follow that curved line. You would do all of the gold ones first because they're all part of that ring. Then you can see this would be the gold ring around the outside. I've already done that here. And there, I've got to do this one. And then I've got to do this line. If you have even more time, then you can do the same thing to the purples. So here, I'm going to take the darker of those two purples, and I'll just put that, this is the purple ring right here. So I'm going to do just a little bit of purple onto that gray, and do it right here, just lightly here and here. I've got some more work to do on this, but I'm gonna stop soon so that you have more work time. Make sure that's light, and then go around these edges and in a curved line. If you get any fingerprints on it when you're working, I would like you to use an eraser to erase them off. It is okay to take your finger and blend it a little bit if you would like to make those transitions better, but just don't do that too much in the middle. But if you get any fingerprints on it, like I'm seeing some that are kind of on these edges, use the eraser just in the middle, don't let it touch the color, and then use your paintbrush to brush that off so then you don't end up smearing it more. And then that'll keep it clean. So let's have fun finishing these up.